I've got a new pattern on repeatcrafterme.com. This is my Frankie Blankie. Hard to get the whole thing on camera here, but it's a Frankenstein blanket, perfect for your Halloween crochet and crafting. Pretty much the pattern is very simple, single crochets, then you add on the eyes and the smile and a little surface slip stitching there for the scar and of course the neck bolts. Now the part I want to go over on camera is this little zigzag chevron. It's just a couple rows. Obviously, it's not just simple single crochets, so I kind of wanted to just go through that. Otherwise, you guys are going to get the hang of this pretty easily. Written pattern will be posted on repeatcrafterme.com, so let's get started. All right, so I've made a little swatch here of the zigzag chevron. It has peaks and valleys. So the valleys are where you see the dip here, and the peaks are kind of going to be these mountain tops. I'm going to be referring to those as we go along. I've started another swatch here. This is a stitch count of 85. This is how big your blanket should be, but you can double it. Of course, again, this is just a couple rows, so I can show you this technique. You're actually going to have 85 rows crocheted in the main blanket. I am using Red Heart Super Saver yarn in spring green and in black. For the actual blanket that I finished, I ended up using Red Heart Comfort. I love this green. It's color melon. It's just a slight shade lighter than the spring green. I think this is more popular in Canada than the US, so if you have trouble finding it, you can absolutely use this Red Heart Super Saver Spring Green. It's a great green as well. All right, so this is going to be starting on row 86. Obviously, I only have a couple rows just to show you right now, but if you are making the blanket, you will be on row 86. All right, so we're going to chain one. Okay. We are going to make a single crochet in the first 3 stitches. We're going to make a half double crochet in those next 2. We're going to make a double crochet in the next 2. And then a triple crochet in the next. Now a triple crochet is just like a double crochet. You're just going to you're going to yarn over, wrap it around your hook one more time than a double crochet. And you're going to yarn over, pull through. Yarn over, pull through again, and yarn over, pull through for that 3rd time to make that triple crochet. All right, so coming back down, that was the peak. Make a double crochet in the next 2, half double crochet in the next 2, single crochet in the next 5. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now we're going to repeat right from where we had that half double crochet. So half double crochet, another half double crochet, a double crochet, another double crochet, triple crochet, double crochet, another double crochet, half double crochet, another half double crochet, and then those 5 single crochets. All right, repeat. I'm going to meet you at the end because just like the beginning and the end should always match. We're going to end with those 3 single crochets. Don't let that confuse you. Just keep going until you get to the end. I will meet you there. So I kind of came to the last little peak here. I had those, half double crochets, my triple crochet, double crochet, 2 half double crochets, and as you can see, I'm left with 3 stitches, not 5. That's absolutely perfect. That's what you should have. So you're just going to go ahead and single crochet in those last 3. We're going to chain 1. We're going to turn, and we're going to start on row 87. So to do this, we're going to make a single crochet in the first stitch. Now we're going to make a single crochet decrease over 2 stitches. Okay, so single crochet decrease, insert your hook under those 2 stitches, pull through all of them, okay? Single crochet decrease. Now we are going to make a half double crochet in those next 2 stitches. We're gonna make a double crochet in the 2 stitches after that, which brings us right up to the top to our triple crochet, top of our peak there. And in that stitch, you're going to make 3 double crochets. Okay, all in one stitch. Again, you should be at the top of that triple crochet from the previous row. Okay, I made 3 double crochets all in one stitch. Now we're going to work our way back down, and we're going to make a double crochet in the next 2. And then we're going to make a half double crochet in the next 2. Okay. And then we're going to make a single crochet. We're kind of back down where those 5 single crochets are. So you made 1 single crochet, and now we're going to make a single crochet decrease over 3 stitches. We just did it over 2, but now we're going to do it over 3. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Insert my hook, yarn over, pull through, insert my hook in that next stitch, yarn over, pull up, insert it in that 3rd stitch, yarn over, pull up, yarn over, pull through all of them to make a decrease over 3 stitches. Okay, now let's work in the next, just a basic single crochet. All right, that's our little valley right there. You'll see that really take shape in a minute. Okay, so now we're just going to keep going with this pattern, starting back with our half double crochets. So we did a half double crochet, another half double crochet, another double crochet. Here we are back at the top. This was our triple crochet stitch from the previous row. We're going to make 3 double crochets all in that 1 stitch. And now we're going to work our way back down. So there's a double crochet, another double crochet, half double crochet, another half double crochet, 1 single crochet, and now we're going to make that single crochet decrease over 3 stitches. All right. So, sorry, here we go. Pull through 1, pull through 2, pull through 3, yarn over, pull through all of them. Single crochet in the next. Back up the mountain. Okay, half double crochets, 3 double crochets, and back down. Double crochet, half double crochet, half double crochet, single crochet, decrease over 3, single crochet in the next. All right, I'm going to meet you at the end because again, it's going to match the first part. All right, here I am at the top of that last peak there, made those 3 double crochets at the top. And then I'm going to make a double crochet, coming back down, another double crochet, a half double crochet, another half double crochet. All right, but now we're going to repeat what we did at the very beginning there. So we're going to make, we have 3 stitches left. We're going to make a single crochet decrease. Let me go a little slower. So we have 3 stitches there. We're just going to single crochet decrease over 2 stitches. So make that single crochet decrease and then just a single crochet in the last. Chain 1, turn. All right, let's start on row 88. See how nicely you're starting to get that little wave going there. Little hair wave. All right. So row 88, we're going to start with a single crochet. We're going to do another single crochet decrease over those 2 stitches. We're going to make a single crochet in the next 4. That brings us at the very top. So we remember those 3 double crochets all in that 1 stitch. You're going to be right at that middle one, the top of our peak. All right, so we're going to make 3 single crochets all in that top stitch. Now we're just going to work our way down with single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That brings us right down to that, where that single crochet, triple single crochet decrease, whatever you want to call it, that decrease in from our valley. So when you see that, so we did 5 single crochets. Now we are going to just make a decrease stitch, just 2 over those 2 stitches. Okay, so we made a decrease. And now we're gonna single crochet back up to the top. So it's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And I can tell I'm right in the middle, that middle stitch of those 3 double crochets from the previous row. I make 3 single crochets all in one stitch, single crochet back down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can see right here I'm at my decrease in my valley, so I'm just gonna make one single crochet decrease over that, not that triple decrease, just over 2 stitches. And now back up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Yep. 1, 2, 3, because I'm at the top. Back down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I'm at that decrease. Sorry, I was looking at my notes because I wanted, this isn't going to be in the written pattern. I want you guys to wrap your head around this. Really, instead of count, I mean, you could count like I was just doing the 5 single crochets and the 6 single crochets. Just remember, you're just going to single crochet until you get to that very tippy top. Make those 3 single crochets, and then when you hit that decrease, you're going to do the 1 decrease stitch. So I don't know if that helps or it doesn't, but I just like to kind of think of it in that way. I just feel like it's easier. But you could also follow the stitch count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Brings me to the top. 1, 2, and 3. Now back down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Make that decrease. And now back up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Make those 1, 2, 3 all on the top and down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Decrease. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. And then we're coming back down at the end. So remember, it has to match that first part. Again, this is in the written pattern. So we are just gonna go ahead and make, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Just like the start, we only came 4 stitches, single crochet decrease, and a single crochet in the last. All right, just for the end there, and the beginning technically. All right, so now we're gonna start on row 89, but this is where we're gonna change to black yarn. All right, so let's go ahead and clip off the green, set that aside. All right, now I am just going to grab, where is it? Here we go. The black strand, just kind of stick it in there, chain 1, turn, and I'm ready to go. So row 89 is just like row 88. So do the exact same thing, but we're just going to be working with the black yarn. All right, so we start with our single crochet. We make a decrease, single crochet decrease over those 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm at the top. All right, 3 single crochets in that top middle stitch, and come back down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. and I'm at, it's kind of hard to see, hopefully you guys can see that, I'm at that decrease. So I'm going to make a single crochet decrease and then back up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. Keep going. Okay, I do want to point out that you will have like one extra stitch going up and down, so it's an even 6 up, 6 down, of course, with the exception of our starting and ending. All right, so here's our little valley. We make that decrease and then we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Up at the top, we make those 3 all in one stitch, 3 single crochets, back down for a count of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, decrease, up for 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3 single crochets at the top, and then here we're at the end, so we're gonna make those 1, 2, 3, 4 single crochets, make your decrease, and then a single crochet in last. It's just a repeat of what we did at the very beginning there. All right, let's chain 1. Let's turn. And we're now on row 90. So we're gonna go ahead, this row is pretty simple too. We're gonna single crochet in the first 14 stitches, and then we're gonna make, we're gonna go back to doing a single crochet decrease over 3 stitches in our valley, but pretty simple. So we're going to start with 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, which brings us to our valley. We don't need to do anything more with those peaks. Now we're going to make that decrease over 3 stitches. Okay, now we're going to repeat, although we had that extra stitch on the end. So now we're going to do a count of single crochet in the next 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, brings us to our little valley there. Make that decrease over 3, and then go ahead, single crochet 13. It'll bring us to our next valley. I'll meet you at the end. All right, here we are at the end of, well, coming to the end of row 90. So I just made that little decrease there in that last valley. Now just remember, instead of a count of 13, we're gonna have 14 because we're at the very end and there's an extra stitch. Sorry, so I made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Now let's go ahead and chain 2 and turn, because this is row 91 and this is going to be the final row until you get back to your just simple single crochet stitches. All right, we made it through almost. So I chained 2, row 91. We are going to start with double crocheting in the first 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right, now we're going to make a half double crochet in the next, and we're going to single crochet in the next 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we're going to work our way down, and we are going to go ahead and make a half double crochet, a double crochet in the next 2. Then we're going to make a triple crochet in those next 3 stitches. We kind of got to close this gap up here, okay? So triple crochet. Hopefully you guys are getting good at these triple crochets by now. Okay. Now we're going to do a double crochet in the next 2, then a half double crochet, and then those 5 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See how we're closing that up? So after this row, you can just do those simple single crochets across. All right, so let's come back down. Half double crochet, 1 double crochet, another double crochet, 3 triple crochets. Double crochet, another double crochet, half double crochet, and those 5 single crochets. Check that out. All right, back down. All right, we're coming to the end. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so the end of row 91, after you make those 5 single crochets, you're going to do a half double crochet, and then you're just going to make a double crochet in the last 4. 2, 3, 4. You've made it. There's your Frankenstein hair. All right, all you have to do is chain 1 turn and make single crochet stitches for the next 20 rows. You're going to be done with the basic blanket. Embellishments are on repeatcrafterme.com. Plus, if you still feel like this is too confusing, I have one alternative to doing the Frankenstein hair that's a little bit easier, so I will be sure to post that as well. Thank you. Hope you enjoy. Again, pattern is on repeatcrafterme.com.